Hey guys, Tyler here, bringing you Warcraft Wednesday once again. We are on Twisted Meadows, playing today, spawning in the south. We have Infi, Chinese human player. This time he's playing as Orc. So down here in the south, going for a Farseer start. And face off against him in the north, we have Happy.
We're under attack!
The Russian Undead. Going to do some scaly creeping over here. So there was a scout acolyte, so he should know that it's Farseer, not a blade master. Looked like he was trying to play some coil games there, avoiding creep from getting stolen, but maybe just missed seeing the hero come out of the altar. It's also a possibility. It's safe than sorry.
Work complete.
So Farseer trying to get a quick level 2 on these two camps just outside the base. Undead meanwhile just running around with the scallies, going for a fast tech. Transitioning into fiends after that. He spends another coil there. Gotta be careful about that. Don't want to be too low on mana when the first fight happens.
My life for the horde.
Pulls the creeps out here. What's he going to get from the camper? Is he going to try to creep it? I think that's a little bit too tough for him at this stage.
Let the killing begin.
Work complete.
Only one grunt on the field at the moment. Wow, he is going to do it. He picks up the mercenary. Second grunt is coming in. Wolves are going down quickly. Undead player looking around, I think, scouting, looking for some harass.
Work complete.
Finds it now. But the Death Knight just so far away. Gets his staff of TP. And briefly focused down the low ground, but not much doing there. Half done on the camp. Did the most important one, of course, the golem. Got himself a scroll of the beast. Sells it straight away. Undead coming in here. Pick up the scraps. And gets level 2 with that. Very important. Aura is going to help those fiends stay alive. Wants to cancel the clarity on the Farseer. Does so. Ooh, chain lightning to finish the job on the creep. It's a little bit of extra damage on the fiends as well. Nicely done there by Infi. He's getting off to a pretty good start. Very close to level 3 now as well. Base doesn't seem that well blocked off. Could be vulnerable to some wolf harass.
We're under attack.
Maybe through this avenue here. I suppose he's got the ghouls in a good position to shut that down, but...
I have an axe to grind.
Oh, big time blocking with the Death Knight. Fiends focusing down now. Fiends could be in trouble. Surround attempt by Infi. Just doesn't quite get it on that Fiend. And down goes the Forest Troll. Coil finishes it off. But here comes the Tauren Chieftain. Pops the Scroll of Speeds. Going in there for a stomp. Gets 2 Fiends with a stomp. This one's surrounded. Oh, he spins a coil. But that was a waste. Never going to get out of that scenario. Only 1 coil left now. He's still staying in there. Looking for some more harass. This is super risky. I suppose he's only no longer has a scroll speed, but this could go pear-shaped quickly because we hear the raider coming in here. I doubt he has a snare. No, it's just about to come online now. Happy still staying in here, looking for some harass. Pulls the fiends right back. So they're not at threat of getting ensnared. For a call snipe, but it just doesn't come... Oh, he doesn't even have... Oh, he got something. Did he get that? Oh man, I wasn't paying close enough attention to the experience. I remember him being at about 2 and here on the experience bar, so maybe did he steal that and I just missed it? Too busy looking for the ensnare. The base. Either way, that's going to be a whole bunch of raiders. Fast tier 2 expansion for Infi. The human player. I'm sure he loves getting those expos out quick. Not that that's a terribly popular strategy these days in 1.30.4, but for most of human history. More creeping going on. TC at 2. Transferring over the mantle. Ooh. Greater invul pot there. What is the item here? Pulls the Farseer back for solo experience on the TC. Flute of accuracy. Okay. It doesn't have much that's going to benefit from that right now. Doesn't sell it though. Picks up Scroll of Healing and an invul pot. Undead looking to get busy. Very fast tier 3 tech. Got the Orb of Corruption now. Nova on a grunt. Oh, he's not going to get it. Oh, he has to spend a coil too. 5 HP grunt. Getting away, and now he's heading towards the base looking for some harass. Undead army coming down. Wants to kill the expansion before TPing back, but could he get punished for this? How many raiders? Was it 3? 3 raiders. One acolyte down, he's building another one. Expansion cancelled and TPing back now. Speed scrolling out. Oh, nice stun. Oh, but nice dispel on the speed scroll. That raider might go down here. Yeah, long range core snipe gets the job done. That was excellent. Just so well timed from Happy. Everything went his way there. Got to the expo just before it went up, and you know, would have been fortified armor, much harder to kill. And before he took too much damage on his main base, was no real risk there. And then gets a raider for his troubles. He's to a really good start, I would say. A little bit under-leveled, but looking to make up for that now with some aggression, going after these heroes right here. Fiend coming in here, doing some blocking. Ooh, sack pit going up for Happy. Also gets 1 extra acolyte to repair his base up. Eventually use it as a shade. Might be seeing some frost worms coming in. Sees the sacrificial pit and he's like, oh, I know what that means. We have fortified burrows at least, so if there's some magic damage coming their way, it's not going to be doing too much. Oh, a lot of units snared. That is so many raiders. Must be looking to do some hit and run strategies. 6 raiders, because their damage output not very strong. And behind this, he's making a wall of towers to try and secure his expansion.
Work complete.
Looks like all 3 towers are going to be up in time. It's going to be really hard for Happy to deal with, and he can't come down there because these raiders will just ruin his whole base otherwise. Do you actually have 4 ghouls though, as well as Ghoul Frenzy coming in? Is this some kind of interesting strategy to help defend his base against all these raiders?
Our town is under attack.
Coming out here, the crypt's going down fast. Ghoul Frenzy, no chance that's completing. He is sticking around to try and destroy these towers, but yeah, the fortified armor making that very tricky. And meanwhile, losing ghouls. 2 ghouls down, crypt down, and now he's looking for the main. He has to TP out. Only took down 1 tower, or maybe 2, but that is just not worthwhile.
We're under attack.
Oh, that was such a good idea from Infi, transitioning into the mass raids after he lost his expansion, going for these hit and run tactics with the raiders whilst trying to get an expansion up behind it. Very, very smart. I didn't check if he had pillage. Maybe you guys saw resources were going up. I was paying too close attention to that. But I would imagine he does.
Work complete.
Damage on one of those raiders. The shade out here. Looks like maybe he's going to creep the shop. Maybe get some dust to reveal that shade. Oh, shade's actually still in there. Going forwards. No, gets the staff of TP. Ooh, Vamp Aura. Oh man. Oh, that is such a good one. 2 aura items from these shops.
We're under attack.
It's running extremely well. Shade still chasing these units around. Expansion going up now for Happy over here. Spots the wolves. That shade just providing so much intel. Really, really helpful for Happy here. Avoiding those raider hit and runs. Like he's got 2 of them in fact. One of them following this hero. The other one following the rest of the army. Just going off to do some more creeping. TC going to be close to 4. Maybe even 4 after this camp. Another level of endurance aura. And wolves trying to come here looking for the expansion. Looking for some harass. Getting dispelled really nicely by the destroyer. Expansion looks like it's going to go up. Happy just really on the defensive here. But oh, there we go. Shade goes down. Nice use of the dust there. And another another shade being produced straight away. He really wants that intel.
We're under attack.
Both players at about 50. This expansion just about to complete now as well. So basically coming online simultaneously, the 2 expansions here. Another dust pop there, but maybe we should switch vision over so we can see where the shades are for Happy.
The damned stand ready.
Usually I leave it on Orc vision because I expect to see the Blade Master, and then it helps to be able to see where the Blade Master is running around. And you don't have an observer. In this case, I think it's more useful to see where the shades are.
Our town is under attack.
Going in here, doing some harass cancels. Did rebuild the crypt, by the way, and go for the Temple of the Damned. Fully stocked. Similar case over here. Briefly popped into upkeep. Looks like Infi has gone to upkeep though. Not that much wood. 3 golds. Might need 1 more now that he's got double gold coming in.
Research complete.
Did lose a couple of those to that raider assault earlier. Claws plus 9 on the Lich. Oh, Witch Doctor tries to get, it does get a ward down in fact. Shade out here does have the intel. Coming in for a creep jack potentially. Dispels the ward with the destroyer. Nicely done. Here he comes. TP out, in fact. Interesting. Infi does have, a 10 food advantage here. Oh man, 1 raider didn't quite make it. Wolves also didn't quite make it. Could cancel them with the summon. Oh, he's going to get killed. So a little bit of a make-up there for the experience deficit. Nearly all 4 on that Death Knight. 3, yeah, not too far off 3 on the Dark Ranger as well. I'm sure he wants that high-level silence. Try shut down that Tauren Chieftain Stomp.
The damned stand ready. The sleeper awakes.
Ooh, tier 3 up now. And Wind Rider's coming in. Maybe we're going to see some Wind Riders plus Shaman for the Bloodlust. It's kind of funny how that's started to become popular again. It used to be like a free-for-all only meme, but you know, with all the changes, a lot more compositions are viable. Ray's looking for some hit and run, but once again the Shades providing some really nice intel on their movements, making it much easier to defend against this harassing play. Shades just running around the entire map, scouting it all out. Both of them at similar food now. Maybe has a little bit more in the bank. Gets a double heal scroll from his shot. Stocking up. It's going to be well equipped for the next fight. A little bit more wood, but can go to 80 now. Creeps out this shop. There's a lot of Wind Riders. Could try for an Island Expo. It's a rare sight, but these kind of games can make a big difference.
Let my cries chill them.
Oh, did he have dust?
Is complete.
Sounded like it. Shades continuing to run around the map. Raiders in a good position to come in and do a hit on this expansion. Does have one slow tower up here. Shades also spotting some more towers going down on this expansion. So many expansion spots on Twisted Meadows. Can lead to this much different hit and run style of play. One rider going down to the Call Nova. Oh, sneeze there. Another one going down as well. And has to TP back to base to stop the raider hit and run. Trying to slow two raiders with the tower. Nicely done there by Happy. Good micro. And he gets two for his troubles, making up for the expenditure on the TP and then some. Now heading over to the main, which is getting focused down. But once again, just hit and run stuff from Infi here. Oh, look at this. He's on patrol with the Shade, so I don't think he can actually plant the expansion here because of that. Just due to the collision, it won't work. It's a sneaky tactic from Happy. More creeping though, nearly 5-5. Oh, he's got a Staff of Silence, as well as Rune Braces, so hero focus on the Farsi is not going to be very effective. Looks like Happy deciding he also needs that high level item. It's a ring +4, every man's dream. Oh, Staff of Silence versus ring +4. That is a horrible turn for Happy. And one of the best items was one of the worst, probably the worst, in fact. Oh, nice use of the slow, but good stomp. Calling over, chops down the raider though on retreat. Looks like he is sending some peons around here, but we'll need to reveal the Shade before we can put the building down. Okami is pretty speedy with that endurance aura, so even with the unholy aura, chasing it down is quite tricky. It's a couple more towers cooking though. Try help defend his acolytes. It's the wolf harass. Getting the Farsi into a corner here. Does have the TP out as an option though, and chooses to use that. Doesn't look like he's going to lose any raiders. Well controlled. Look, he's towering up even harder here. Still can't put down expansion. Gets another ward. Interesting that he uses the ward up here when he could put it down here to try and kill the shade. Open up the expansion. More towers going down. Oh man, he's just putting them down everywhere. Putting the fear into Happy. He's just so worried about the hit and run from the raiders. Trying to defend it. It's just being run right across the map. Having trouble shutting down all these expansions. Pops into high upkeep. Definitely looking for a big fight here. Meanwhile, the Orc army going for another hit and run. Do have a couple more ghouls in base now though. Look like they're still regular speed. Maybe he never ended up getting Ghoul Frenzy after that. It's cancelled earlier. Oh. Banshee spots the army heading towards the expansion. Meanwhile, this army coming out here, shutting down this towering up attempt. And no, he's not going for a hit on the Expo. It is pretty well defended. 3 towers on it now. But Happy, the clock is on him, you know, he's got high upkeep. Barely getting any gold from his mines. He's gone for another expansion himself though. This is Twisted Meadows. Usually it's kind of Night Elf that you see kind of going for these expansions all over the map on Twisted Meadows. Or Moon Meadows. You know, that was his kind of strategy. There we go. Actually, is the Pocket Great Hall. Takes care of that shade finally.
The sleeper awakes.
Yeah, Orc army. So going to spot the expansion just about to complete now. Just getting caught on their way around. Looks like they were trying to go for some more harass up there. And in he goes, just with the raiders and the TC at the moment. Windrider's staying out of here. 1-1 upgrades. 1-1 here as well. TP's over here, even though he was so close by. TP's. Might get a couple raiders for his troubles though. Wolves once again going for some more harass. Don't think they'll ever be able to kill the acolytes on this with that many towers though. Maybe if he gets to level 3 wolves he will be able to. But not currently. Oh, another Nova Core, another raider down. Going for a hit on the expansion now. Throne Chieftain going in there looking for the stomp. Even though this is only piercing damage, they're taking down the towers really rapidly. One of them's down, now looking for the shop. Taking a while for the heroes to catch up here. Oh, he webs one of the Windriders. I think this is going to have to be a TP out. One Acolyte goes down. One Windrider goes down and gets out. Yeah, okay. No real clear victor at the end of that. Couple Acolytes go down. Windrider goes down. TP spent. Tower and shop gone. Not up to too much, but that is the tactic because look at how many towers he's putting up behind that whilst he was doing that hit and run.
Our forces are under attack.
He's got so many on this expansion as well. Looks like maybe he's going to go for another one over here now. How is Happy going to deal with this? So many towers with the fortified armor. Is he going to need to get some meat wagons or something? Try to do a bit of siege damage because at the moment, like his army with piercing and magic damage is just going to do horribly against these towers. It's leaving the Dark Ranger at the front. Soak the damage. Coiling it up. Peons come out to do some repairs. Meanwhile looking for another hit and run. More towers going up. Windrider's going after the ghouls in the base. Now we're going to go for the other expansion. Doesn't even have a tower on this one. Oh, that is so dead. But it looks like Happy's going to stick to his guns. Stay here. At least clear out the towers. Heading towards his first expansion. Gets a silence on the TC. but dispels it. Gets the stomp off.
Our town is under attack.
We can escape, and those Wind Riders making short work of Happy's second expansion. Coming over here briefly, puts a halt to that tower up. Happy still above 80, and Infi a good chunk below. Light's getting chopped down by the chain lightning. Level 5 on the Farseer. Gonna be the level 3 wolves. These things are so strong. Okay, Fiend gets in there, gets one web off. Coil Nova, one Wind Rider goes down. Oh. Happy getting the run around. Towers, you know, he just came over and cancelled these towers, and now he's got to come back and do it again. And the thing is, if he ever sends part of his army or something to deal with this, he could just get easily overrun. So much mobility on the side of Infi, you know, with the auras, with the wolves as harass, with the staff of teleportation. Wind Riders flying around the map, taking shortcuts, whereas maybe he's just got to run his army around the old-fashioned way, but this could be nasty. All the Wind Riders getting caught here by the web. Oh no. Is that 4 Wind Riders going down there? That is bad news. Shade spotting this expansion going up as well. Oh, but maybe something going down on the other side as well. Rangers out here soloing the grunt. Might even need 2 more shots because he's got the Spirit Link on. Hero's coming in doing some harass on the Acolytes. Chain Lightning just doing the heavy lifting. Doesn't really need too much else. Oh, but the Lich is there now, focusing down the Farseer. It's going down fast. Does have a scroll, has to use it. Okay, the rest of the army's over here with the Dark Ranger. Looks like maybe he's going to make another attempt at this expansion. This one still has a decent chunk of gold left in it. Wolves out here doing the harass. That's what I was talking about, those level 3 wolves. So nasty. The invis, the crits, good damage.
Our town is under attack.
Looks like he's just coming to outright destroy this expansion, which it looked like Infi was trying to start to mine from, but doesn't end up catching the peons as they made their way up there though. But those peons, I'm sure they'll be used to try set up another wall of towers. And then reset up the expansion once more. Expansion going well. How about this one? Yes,
Our forces are under
up and
attack.
running. Happy's just been in high upkeep for so long. I suppose Infi has been playing rather inefficiently, you know. He's been losing a lot of scrolls, lost a lot of his Wind Riders, a lot of his towers and buildings are getting destroyed, so... Oh. Did he just misclick? Did he just coil on Acolyte by accident? He might have been able to get the Farseer there. Oh no, he's got the rune braces. Probably not actually with the rune braces. Would have been close though. I hear a shredder, yes indeed. Wolves coming up here doing the harass again. Nice dispel with the destroyer. Look at this, that wall of towers from the peons as predicted. Going up. Happy coming over. He's just got his Dark Range here at the moment. So he's trying not to get too deep into a fight without the Death Knight and the Lich. Some stasis traps up. Don't see that too often. And this expansion also up and running now. You can see, look at that, it's just like a arc of towers and expansions. Happy might have to go for an island expo or something at this rate. So he's going to try and knock down these towers though. Windrise coming in. Couple web, a little bit of Nova. TC gets in there for a huge stomp. Look at how long that stomp lasts as well. Those fiends are just powerless, sitting around there doing nothing for an eternity. Stomps are so strong against these fiends. But his units are starting to drop. He has to get out of there. I think Infi was winning that fight, but maybe he's running out of steam. Maybe he's just needs to reposition. Death Knight running back for another heal scroll, I imagine. Maybe another invul before returning to the battle. Okay, so but this is just so many towers. Trying to keep all his vulnerable units back there, you know. A nice micro, just as soon as one of them gets in range, switches the tower's focus onto it. Towers are slowly getting chipped down, but it looks like we're about to see another fight from Infi. Happy again breaking into high upkeep, expecting to lose some units in this next fight, I imagine. He's in there with a war stomp, but silence, well timed, dispel the silence. Big war stomp. Heal scroll to heal up the fiends. Another war stomp. And now that things are starting to go south, he TP's out. Happy lost what, like 8 food in that fight? Not too bad. Still continuing the siege on the base. Having access to that shop up here to get the extra pot was super helpful, and he actually never put an expansion down behind this. I didn't notice it because the minimap kind of looks like it when you deal with Fog of War off. Sometimes it bugs out. So that expansion actually ends up to no good. This one about to run out. I imagine this one pretty similar. Okay. Still going strong. Plenty of gold. I mean, that's the thing with Twisted Meadows, you know. So much gold available on the map. And reasonably large for a 1v1 map as well. So, be taking full advantage with these hidden run mass expansion tactics.
Our gold mine is nearly empty.
So 2-1 upgrades there. Still only 1-1 on the fence. Interesting. Okay, now he's getting some more actually on the queue. Take a look at the hero levels. Oh, we actually have a Shadow Shaman, or Shadow Hunter rather, coming in. Ooh, okay, well that could be the X Factor. Looks like he's ticked Hex first. Oh man, all of these acolytes dead. Chain lightning plus the wolves, so nasty.
The damned stand ready.
There's shade over here just on permanent up there with those wolves. Oh, and Happy goes for an expansion attempt over here. Hopefully he catches this early before he loses too many resources. Well done. And now he's going for another expansion kill. Actually have level 6 on the Tauren Chieftain, by the way.
Our town is under attack.
Go for the ultimate, the resurrection. Undead heroes not quite that close to level 6. Splitting between 3 heroes for most of the combat of this game at least. Oh, a lot of stasis traps around. Spells this lot. Good stomp. Tauren Chieftain right on top of the army. He's trying to spread out so the stomp's not quite so devastating. Not quite such a good stomp there. Invul pot on the Dark Ranger. Nice Nova, but the Undead army falling apart here. Stasis trap going off. Mass stun. Undead army dropping rapidly. Lich in trouble. He's got them great invul, but he couldn't get it off. Cherry Shaman does go down in response, but I mean, who cares? Hold on, he didn't even go down. I thought I heard him die.
Our town is under attack.
Oh man. So yeah, Lich going down there with the greater invul, but just was stunned, couldn't activate it. Oh, goes for Tavern Res. That is expensive. Really nice fight there from Infi. Just after the TP in, this Tauren Chieftain was just right there. Started stomping away. Made a huge difference in that fight. This gold mine about to run out. This one has run out. So all those peons have moved up to this. Retowered. We're gonna look for an expansion again. Oh, what happened over here? Something come over here and harass. Maybe some ghouls? No, ghouls still doing the lumber. Not sure. He could just put like an air unit over here and just try and... It'll be risky because the Windrise can come over and kill it, but it'll be possible to harass. Oh, silence right as the stomp was going to come through. But that is just way too much damage from the towers coming through. He can't fight here, surely. Even I think some of these units will be shooting uphill as well with a mischance. Okay, he's coming in there now with the speed scroll. Temporary silence, but still gets in there for a huge stomp. Dark Ranger getting focused down quickly. Doesn't have any invul pots on that one. Huge chain lightning. Pops the heal scroll. Oh, Farseer's going down fast. Oh, no invul on the Farseer. One more shot. Oh, and it goes down to the Dark Ranger Dark Arrow. And without that, man, all of a sudden, it looks so promising, but turning around massively towards the end of that fight. You see why Infi was TPing out in those earlier fights. Gets in there for some really good early damage, but then things start to turn around massively the longer the fight goes on. Tower's going down. Death Knight actually very, very low here. Hard to heal him up. That could be trouble come the next fight. Like my overlays maybe bugged out a little bit. We actually have a Tauren totem over here. It's showing like a Death Knight icon where it should be a Farseer one. Maybe it'll fix itself once Farseer gets revived. Healing wards from Witch Doctor. But this expansion is dry, so it might be necessary for the food count, however. I'm happy. Might be at 80 after these two go down. Yeah, he will. Won't be able to break supply, but no big deal. I hear a ghoul dying. Maybe he's using the ghouls for a bit of mana on his lich. I had to guess.
Our town is under attack.
Only going for one level of frost armor, using the dark ritual. This expansion going down, and Happy putting one up in its stead. This one's still running, and so is this one for Infi. Going over here doing a bit of creeping. Getting another level of healing wave will be super useful. Oh! And Rider goes down. Has to TP out though. Undead hero spot him.
Our town is under attack.
Oh, and the wolves coming over here to cancel the expansion. Think he is going to have to cancel it too. Might be able to leave the necropolis up. I don't think the haunted gold mine's going to go up.
Our forces are
Cancels
under
it
attack.
there. Going for the expansion himself. He's going to let the... No, he's not. I thought he might let it and just be a bit of an obstacle. Hopefully spend a whole bunch of time having to kill it because he actually doesn't have that many raiders. Maybe none at the moment. So knocking down a fortified building would have been pretty tough. At least it's taken him a while. And those kind of delays do matter in these hidden run strategies. All these greater dark minions.
Our town is under attack.
Oh, and he's nearly level 6 on the Dark Ranger. Gonna have access to the charm. It could be the difference maker. Nice chain lightning. But good positioning, I think, here for Happy. Things are going down quickly, though. Now, a lot of the Undead army is also dropping. These Wind Riders spitting out some big damage. And Happy's army falling apart here. Oh, but their hero focus. Farseer has to TP out, but Happy's army just got obliterated in that fight. I don't understand how these fights are going so differently. Guess Infi just stringing it together there. Hero focus saving the day perhaps. But yeah, that Farseer with the rune braces makes a big difference. A lot harder to focus it down. Dark Range is 6 though. So is the Death Knight Lich. A little bit off from him, but he died during one of those fights. Well, time to start charming some units. So you have a rod of necromancy? No, just killing these sheep. So I thought he might be like making some skeletons, using the ritual on the lich to get a little bit of mana. He's just going to be leaning heavily on his heroes. Maybe it's the extra level of healing on the Shadow Hunter that's making the difference. Once again, gold mine cancelled. And that's the thing, this one's only got 1,800 left. Continually getting harassed as well, so he keeps having to spend on towers and acolytes. Death Knight did go for one level of Dark Pact. So he can heal himself up if he does end up being the target of focus. Oh, coming up here. Oh. Oh. Nice stomp. Oh, big silence on the Dark Ranger as well. Happy's army getting picked apart immediately. Oh, this is just incredible stuff from Infi. Gets a charm off on one of the Wind Riders. A little bit of calling of action. Forces the invul on the Farseer, but things didn't go well. There was such a good start from Infi. The stomp with the silence on the Dark Ranger. Stopping the silence in return. That was just excellent play from Infi. That fight went so well for him. Wolves coming back in.
Our forces are under attack.
I don't... How can he fight this though? 60 food versus 40 or so. Maybe he's got a little bit more food occupied in peons, but I don't think that's going to be a huge deal. But I suppose this is the only gold mine for Infi now as well. In that reduced income from being in upkeep. And look at how fast that Tauren Chieftain is. That is insane. He's got the boots of speed as well. He's just boosting it around. So hard to stop him from getting those stomps off. Use the Staff of Silence on the Dark Ranger. Oh man, these destroyers are just getting annihilated. Lich King focused down. Oh, and chain disable on the Death Knight, stopping him from getting the cores off on the heroes. Has to do the invul on the Lich to keep it alive. I think he charmed one unit there. But maybe it died straight away again. Coming back in though. Trying to maybe fight whilst these Orc heroes aren't full on mana. Relying on his statues for mana. He's still got a decent chunk of it left. Going in with the speed scroll again. Dispelled. Oh, Dark Ranger, tricky spot here. Nice. Oh, well done. That was actually the Lich. Oh, look at the focus fire. Man, that is nasty. Those Wind Riders with the 3/3 upgrades just minced the Lich. Killed it so quickly. With the Envenom Spears as well. Man, that Lich died quickly. That was insane. And Infi takes it. Man, I thought Happy was going to win this at that stage after he had that really good fight. But then the next fight just went so horribly for him. He ended up, you know, around 30 food. Just couldn't claw his way back into the game. Maybe he should have stopped pushing so aggressively after that. Tried to build his army back up. Maybe bank for a little bit. Go for an item expansion. I'm not sure, but really well played. And there was some really nice hit and run action from Infi this game. Very impressive stuff, you know, with the off race as well. Known for his human play. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that. A long one for this Warcraft Wednesday. So until next time, goodbye and good luck.